It's like
it goes back to like I don't conform to like. We'll talk about
yeah, we're going to get to that. All right, man, it's on the radar. The producer series, actually, you know what we're doing here. We're highlighting some of the dopest producers in New York City. And I'm actually here with the current producer of So Brooklyn Trilogy. What's up, bro? Here, scoot in a little bit. Get into the camera a little bit.
What up?
First of all, I got to say congratulations.
Thank you.
You got a hit after hit, bro. So let me just run some of this back. 2017, 50 Uncle Murda.
Statute of limitations.
Last year, Get the Strap.
Yeah.
And now you have So Brooklyn with Cass. And everybody else on the internet is on this record. You got, you know, I'll be honest, we're filming this in September. We're releasing this as a series. As of right now, you got DMX on it today.
Yep. He did his freestyle.
What's that feel like?
Still kind of surreal because, you know, growing up, you listening to these legends and you just wishing one day they'll get on your production and slowly but surely, I'm knocking.
Very humble about it. Very humble. I'd be like, yo, DMX is on my shit today. Come on. Yeah. So you got DMX. Who else did it? Because I've seen so many people do it at this point. Like Freeway. Woo. Some little names. You know what I'm saying? Too many people. Too many people to count. Well, let's start. Let's bring it back to 2017. 2017. How did you link up with 50 and Uncle Murda?
That track was actually placed with me and Amadeus.
Okay.
That track with Amadeus, and from there, I developed a relationship with Uncle Murda.
Mm-hmm.
So now, you know, I've been working with him, and then one day he just asked me like, "Yo, send me some stuff," and I remember I sent him to Get the Strap beat and another beat.
Oh, so he's had that Get the Strap beat since 2017.
No. This is after.
Oh, this is after. Okay.
So now he know, like, you know, you could get that hard shit from him. So now, you know, he hits me again. So I sent him 2 beats. I actually made it the day before. So I had it. So I sent it to him. I called the beat Get the Strap.
Mm-hmm.
So when he heard it, it's like the light bulb.
It just clicked. Like, yeah.
He did it, sent it to 50. They're like, yo, 50 recorded his verse and sent it back. You got the song. And I'm like, come on. It can't be.
Yeah. You didn't believe that 50.
Nah,
you didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it.
But then it premiered on Power after Power 2. Like you got placement on the record, and then you got placement on like one of the biggest television shows like in the country. Yeah. What were you watching Power that night when the video aired?
Actually, like, you know, when it comes to doing syncs,
mm-hmm.
you get the paperwork with the scenes and
mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Before, so I kind of actually knew
what was going. Yeah, where it was gonna be at.
It was like a spoiler for me, but you know.
But like when you were watching it, like, was it just like a surreal experience having the song in the show?
Yeah, I kind of had a moment where I'm like, yo, this shit is really happening.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, all right, what's next?
Yeah, and here we are, So Brooklyn, 2019, Cass and Fab. Mm-hmm. How did explain to me how this collab happened?
All right, so my manager Rena, she told me Polo was having a beat camp for Rock Nation.
Mm-hmm.
It was at Quad. So she's like, "Oh, you want to go?" I'm like, "Why not? What I got to?"
Explain to the people what a beat camp is.
A beat camp is like,
for those who don't know,
they put on a showcase for producers to come and play their beats. So that night it was like 50 plus producers there. Everybody, you know, playing their beats, vibing, and A&Rs is just looking for something that catches their ear for the project or something they're working on because they don't have it yet or they're looking for something. So just like a community event, kind of, just to share information and hear new stuff that person you might never connected with before.
Right.
So they do that. So I show up. I'm there just waiting for my turn. I actually went early. Like, I got there and like, yo, you're next. You ready to go? I'm like, all right, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I never really had a plan when I go to play beats or anything. I really just freestyle. I go on my computer and I'm like, what do I feel like playing?
You hear like shuffle.
Yeah. No, I just feel like, what do I feel like playing right now? Mm-hmm. So I know them by names. So I'll just go through the names and I'll play them. So while I'm in there with Polo, Cardi, and Ray, started playing a couple of beats. I must have went through like 5 beats. And it was like, nah, you could cut it off. Take your stuff and go in the next room with Cass. Because Cass was in the next room recording. Mm-hmm. So they told me to cut. They don't want to hear no more.
Right.
They told me to go in the next room and wait till he finished recording.
And you, at that moment, you was just like...
I'm like, all right, whatever, like...
Come on, man.
No,
like, I know. Like, I feel like in those situations, you got to be like, all right, if it happens, it happens. Yeah, you can't.
get too low.
Because then that fucks you up in the long run. Yeah.
So when I get in there, he's like, "Yo, all right, you know, Cass, yo, who got the gun? Who got the gun?" They passed me the aux cord. I'm like, "Ooh, way to put pressure on me now." Plug in, hit play. Like the first beat I played, I think he's like, "Yo, put that to the side, put that to the side." Then I played the So Brooklyn beat. He's like, "Hold up." He started getting in the zone, started rocking. Like, "Yo, bring that back." He must have told me to bring it back like 10 times. And I played one more beat, and then that was it. Then he told his manager, like, "Yo, I need that beat." And I texted to him right there.
And then So Brooklyn, and boom, and now we here.
Yeah.
Now congratulations,
Thanks,
bro. It's great. It's great. You got a good track record now in New York.
Yeah, man.
You got a good track record here.
I'm trying to bring the city back, man. One track at a time, and hopefully the world understands what I'm trying to do right now.
And hopefully by the time that we drop this, right? By the time that we drop this, Hove will be on the remix.
Hey, if he's on it, that's a different.
If Hove is on the remix, right? And this is kind of like, you know, we putting this out into the world. If Hove is on the remix, man, what is that gonna feel like for you? And you don't have to be modest here, man. Come on, like.
Because I've said it when I had to sit down with M-Eazy.
Shout out my guy M-Eazy.
Shout out M-Eazy. He asked me, and I remember it, and I got the clip because I know like this is gonna mean something one day. And he asked me, "Shut up." I didn't know he was gonna ask me like, "Who's the one artist you dying to work with? You can't wait to work with?" I'm like, "Yo, Jay-Z."
Jay-Z, that's
he
it.
He laughed. He like, but does Jay-Z even do music anymore? I'm like, he don't.
No, he still does music. That's good. I know, like he does like the Khaled. He does the Beyonce songs, and then that's it.
Like,
yeah.
whenever he feels like it, he might put a song out. So,
but Cass is his guy. That's Rock Nation. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be that. I don't even think Jay-Z doing a video would even constitute would even be like right. I think he has to be the remix. Has to be the remix.
He has to, and I think that will be the start of putting New York back in that position where musically we could stand on our own and not sound like.
I think we're getting there. Yeah. I think I've had a lot of conversations with up and coming New York artists and you know other producers, and I think we're finally at this point where we are like New York just doesn't have one sound. Now we're in like a bunch of different places. You know what I'm saying? You got the A Boogies of the world, but you also got the Casses of the world, and then you still got people who are still out here putting work. You got Fab, Jadakiss, Uncle Murda. You know, there's a lot of different things that go into like this melting pot of music now, and I think we're slowly getting there. You know what I'm saying? You even got the little Tekkas of the world. You know, he's from Elmont. Yeah. And like all the kids love him. Yeah. So I want to ask you. So you came to America at 15, right, from Jamaica. How does a kid from Jamaica come to the United States and then become this like enormous producer in New York now?
Just listening to a lot of music, man, and just studying.
How did you first get into producing? Did you just kind of, you know, were you making beats as a kid? You know what I'm saying, or?
Nah, I actually got into it just like I heard a song one day, and I'm just like, how the fuck did they do that? And it just led to my interest. And back in then, if you ain't had like $2,500 to drop on an MPC and a motif, I mean, I was in school. I couldn't afford equipment. So
right.
Just start tweaking with little programs.
Beat makers were expensive.
Yeah.
And still are expensive.
Still expensive, but you have to buy actual hardware. See, now, the benefit kids have now, all they need is a laptop. You don't have to buy hardware and then learn the hardware and actually sit there and study your equipment.
When I was a kid, a lot of us used GarageBand to make beats. Yeah. They weren't good, but like some of my friends are producers now. You know what I'm saying? They Fruity Loops. They use everything now. So when was it that you first kind of like realized you had this talent for making beats?
I kind of never realized I had it. I just like, I like that. I just do what I like. So I don't really look at it like, oh, I'm talented or whatever. Like, that shit sounds dope. And that's all I leave it as. Like, I don't really put this high expectation on myself or whatever. Like, I'm gonna make the biggest hit or whatever. I'm like, that shit sound cool to me. That's it. But
I think that's kind of part of why you're so successful, because you don't think too hard about these things. I feel like people who try hard, they don't really. They'll have dope shit, but like it's better because it's all natural and it comes from you.
Yeah. Once you're dealing with music is mostly feeling, and once you start thinking. Anything with art, once you start thinking too much, you fuck it up.
Right.
You start fucking it up. You start changing shit that don't need to be changed. That was fine as is. But you just over processing things.
Do you over process when you make beats sometimes? Like, are you very hard on your craft?
No. That's why I don't have beat blocks anymore. Because as soon as I sit there and I don't come up with something, I get up, I leave.
Really?
Do something else. I don't sit there and be like, and try to hit it and try to find something that's not there. I get up, turn the computer off, go take a walk, go do something. Then when I come back and I sit there and it just comes like this.
Oh, you need some fresh air.
Yeah.
So what's like your process for making beats now? You know, like what do you kind of start with? How does like, you know, because I'm trying to figure out how you may get this rap. I'm trying to figure out what mentality you was in when you made the beat for that record in So Brooklyn. Because actually that's some real hard shit too.
With those two beats, I kind of like made them in my head before I actually sat at my computer. So I knew exactly what I was going to do. I knew I was going to use the Beanie Siegel. I had my boy Super played over because I didn't want to sample it.
Right.
So it's actually somebody playing over that melody. He sent it to me.
Oh, that's very dope.
He sent it to me, made the beat, beefed it up, and that was it. But it started with a process. I told him, I'm like, yo, just give me the 4-bar loop on that and send it to me back exact. He did it, loaded it up, started with the drums, did it. It took me like 10 minutes.
That's crazy. How many beats do you think you make in like a night? If you...
I just, whatever it feels. Sometimes I go like a month without making a beat.
Really?
But then when I sit down, I'll knock out like 7 straight in like 40 minutes. Like this, like, cause...
It's a feeling.
Yeah. So like if I open up a session now, I open up a beat session and it'd be like 10 beats in one session.
Right.
Because I'm just constantly adding, going through. So I'm like, all right, that's another beat. Put it to the side. Next.
Right.
So I just keep going. I don't get caught up and stuck. I'm always like moving.
Some proper artist shit. Like when you feel it, it's like, and when you want to paint that picture, you just go, you're like, fuck it. And then like, sometimes it might take a while to paint that picture, but like eventually that picture does get painted.
Yeah, but like with music, with the technical stuff, you can come back and fix later.
Right, of course.
Once
it's
you
not like
feeling and vibe down, and you capture that because you have something in your head, and by the time you look around and turn it back around, it's gone.
Yeah.
You forget it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck did I? It's just.
What was that beat that I just had in my head? And that could have been the next, you know, #1 single out here.
Yeah, so I'm always like recording stuff. I'm out. I'm Shazamming stuff. I'm always like, yo, what's that? And that's just.
That's it.
That's it.
Now I want to read to you. I know we talked about this, but I got this list of everybody you've worked with, right? And I know you said you don't. I don't know if you said you don't remember or what, but we got some legends on here. All right, so you got Chris Brown, which by the way. Heartbreak on a Full Moon went gold, and that plaque is out there. Congratulations on that. That's dope.
Double platinum right now. That's
double platinum. Oh, my bad. Well, you gotta wait. We gonna get that double platinum plaque soon, right?
Yeah.
So how did you? I want to ask this because this is very like recent. How'd the Chris Brown collab come about?
That happened again through Amadeus, who I work with a lot. So I just be sending Amadeus joints, and you know, he does what he does.
Makes the magic happen.
Yeah, and then he called me like, yo, such and such, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, put that to the side. Then a few months later, he called back like, yo.
Chris Brown has your beat now.
Yeah, he actually recorded the 10.
Wow, really?
That's what I've been told, but you know, his process is crazy.
I mean, yeah, he probably does.
Songs a night.
Literally, I mean, that's why his albums are like 40 songs long. He probably can't decide what out of the thousands of songs he makes between album to album, which one he wants to put on it.
Yeah, so, you know.
That's crazy. All right. We got Fab, of course, 50, Uncle Murda, Kaz, Talib, legendary. When did you do his record?
It was him and Styles P. It's called.
And Styles. Well, I was about to get to Styles P, but since we're here,
they're on the same record. It's called Last Ones. I think it came out like a while ago. Amadeus again.
Still very legendary. You still got some legend on there. Tory Lanez.
Which one was Tory Lanez? Oh, this was an artist I did a beat for, and you got Tory Lanez to feature on it.
Oh, dope. Konshens.
This was
that's very dope.
Was that was DJ Cell's record.
That's still very dope. Davies.
Uncle Murda Davies.
Yeah. Uncle Murda Davies. Yeah. Juelz Santana. It's still, hey, you got a hell of a resume here.
Yeah, I'll be forgetting this.
Young Dolph, T.I., Styles P, Conway. Yeah. You got to join on the new Young M.A. album, which congratulations. Congratulations. Benny the Butcher, Redman. And then, of course, the late Prodigy and Chinx.
Yes. Those was like, I think the one with Prodigy was like the most.
Which one was the one that you worked on with Prodigy?
It's called Gotta Do. I think it came out in like 2015.
So like a few years before, like 3 years before he passed? 2, 3 years?
Yeah, but that's what like one of my early placements. Like I didn't have this like.
You didn't have this. Yeah, you didn't have this beautiful
so
studio
like,
yet.
Whatever, he got on there, all right, whatever. But that one was like, damn, Prodigy actually jumped on my beat.
And Chinx.
And Chinx, another one. How did that happen?
I'm assuming since you said Prodigy was one of your early placements, this was also around that time, like probably post Chinx's passing?
No, it was before.
Oh, it was before his passing.
Because I'm from Queens, so like I'll be around
right
6 similar people.
Mm-hmm.
So like in that time, like he was running around with the same people I knew.
Of course, everybody knows everybody.
You know, I just leave beats at the studio sometimes or whatever, and just happen to be in the studio, and they play my beat, and he recorded.
Was it one of the songs on Welcome to JFK?
No, this was before that.
Oh, this was before. Oh, wow, it was early Chinx then.
Way before, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Were you able to work in the studio with him at all, or no?
No.
Now it was all just through people.
Yeah.
Got you. So I wanted to ask, since we were talking about, New York sound and whatnot, what do you think of like the current state of like New York hip hop as a whole? Because I know we talked about it a little bit, but like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, do you believe it's in a really good place, or do you think that it's getting there, or do you think that we still need some time to work?
I think it's getting there. I think people are like noticing, what's been missing, kind of like in rap, and my opinion is like I feel like there's room for every style to kind of like
the
flourish.
Melodic,
the flourish that can have its section. New York can have its section. The West can have its section, and everybody just make good music.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily have to be one particular sound dominating all areas. So not everybody starts sounding the same, and the music is very uninspiring.
Right.
Now you hear one song, you feel like you heard it before, so it's like,
yeah.
Yo, what is this?
Which is why I kind of like, I don't understand when people be hating on other people's sound, especially because, everybody has like their different sound. Everybody comes from a different place. Yeah. Everybody's got their own kind of like style to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody's going to hate on your sound till your sound becomes the next big thing.
Until
you have a million, it's a trilogy type beat.
Yeah. Honestly, if you YouTube it, I'm sure there's like there's definitely a trilogy or like a So Brooklyn type beat.
It's probably there on there now.
Somebody probably recreated the beat on their own. But that's great. That's a form of flattery.
They did it with Get the Strap, and a lot of people was doing their rendition to like the bootleg beat, and I'm like,
you said it's not a trilogy beat.
Nah, shit don't have that.
Shit don't work, right? It's not
the same.
It don't knock as hard as your beat. So one last thing I gotta ask, and I know you said Jay-Z already, but if there's somebody that you could work with that you haven't worked with yet, young or old, you could pick maybe one newer, one of 90s, 2000s. Who would you want to work with?
Right now. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Come on, there's got to be somebody.
I mean, the 3 people that I wanted to work with the most.
Okay, put it out there.
Was Fab, Chris Brown, and Jay-Z.
And you got 2 out of the 3. Possibly.
And 50.
And 50. Okay, 3 out of the 4. Yeah, I know. You got a bunch of 50 records.
Yeah, so it's just like...
You heard how he humbly said that, too. He's like, I got 5 records with 50. Mad casual, like no big deal. But by the time this come out, you could have that Jay-Z record.
Hopefully.
We're gonna manifest it into the world.
Yes.
We're gonna manifest that. Well, I want to thank you so much. Let the people know where they can follow you at.
My only social media is Trilogy Music, MUZIK on IG. I don't have Facebook. I don't have Twitter. Only IG.
And that's it.
That's it.
Go listen to So Brooklyn and get the strap.
Do your So Brooklyn challenge too.
Do your So Brooklyn challenge and send it to him. All right? It's Trilogy on the radar.
All right, man. Thanks,
Appreciate you.
All right.